Alright, today we are going through offense tactics against Tower Mino. They are very useful and I'm sure you're going to love these. And let's begin. First, very simple position. And you only got two major pieces. And you can just sacrifice the dragon first. It's so simple. Then you can promote bishop on 3-1. Now you're threatening taking this silver, but it's hard to defend. For example, if he does this, you can take the knight, right? It's pretty dangerous for white. And it's almost impossible to defend because if he plays like this, then you can drop gold right here, right? So right here, remember this position. Once this gold is gone, Tower Mino is a very weak castle. Then you can drop or promote a piece on 3-1. That's a good one. Okay, next one. This time as well, you only have two attackers. It's obvious that you're gonna use this promoted pawn, right? But the point is where to. For example, this is bad because he can go back with the gold to kick your rook, right? Then you will lose tempo. So it automatically leads you to this idea. It looks similar, but there is a huge difference between these two. This time he has to run, then you can keep going, attacking this gold this time. He has to run again, then promote the pawn to 5-2, attacking this gold and this gold. And it's difficult for white to defend because he's gonna lose either of these two. So black is fine. Okay, third one. It looks a little complicated, but this is very frequent and very basic and obvious. It's obvious that you're gonna attack the king's head, and that's a usual weak point for Tower Mino, and you should always remember this kind of attack. And pawn 2-5. If he takes it, knight recaptures. Obviously, he doesn't want to do this, right? Because he's going to lose this lance. So he only has one option, that is silver to 2-2. Then you can drop a pawn on 2-4, checking. Then he has to move back. Then you can attack the edge. It's pretty strong because he has no choice but to take it, and lance recaptures. Then he drops a pawn. Then you can keep going. If knight takes it, then pawn drop will be so strong, right? But if silver takes it, lance promotion. If the king takes it, he will lose the lance. But if knight recaptures, this silver drop is great. If he moves back, the king is going to be checkmated, so he has to take it. But then this bishop promotion is so strong, he has to take it. Then you can win the silver. This threat mate is very difficult to defend. It's almost a brink mate most of the time. Plus, you can drop this lance on 2-4, for example, to pile up on this second file. But without it, it's already great because first of all, this is a threat mate, so black is in a better shape. Alright, this one is cool. Some might call this another type of Tower Mino because it's tall, right? and the main focus is to attack this square. And this is another weak point for Tower Mino. And once you are able to attack this square, you're gonna gain a tremendous control over it. And like I said, these, along with this square, these two weak points are very frequent, more than a side attack on the bottom. So you should always remember. And starting with this pawn push, and he will take it, then pawn drop on 3-4. Believe it or not, you are already winning in this position because it's so simple but very strong. Obviously, he cannot take this by the silver because he will lose the lance, right? But the king, if king takes it, then you can sacrifice the silver. If he takes it, it's a mate. He will also refuse to take this pawn and instead moves back with the silver. But then silver advances. Then next, silver to 2-4 is so strong. And if somehow he defends, you can still keep going by dropping a rook on 2-6 to focus on the square, right? So it's very difficult for white to defend. Alright, next one. Here's a little problem for you guys. This type of situation might happen when two players keep going and things get so chaotic. And it looks like there is a mate, but yeah, you are almost there. And go to 2-2 is great. And what is this, right? If silver takes it, bishop promotion and king recaptures, and there is a mate. If king goes this way or this way, you can drop gold on 2-2, right? So he goes to this direction, but then you can drop a silver on 4-2, checking, and it's going to be the same thing. It's a mate, right? And here, if king takes it, bishop on 3-1, and this time he cannot go this way, so he will go to the side, but then you can drop a gold on 2-2 again. If silver takes it, either of these bishop can promote to checkmate the king. If he runs, go to 3-2 again, and there is no defense at all. So in this position, he just runs. But again, you can drop a bishop right here to set up a threat mate. It's impossible for white to defend. This doesn't work because you can simply check. He runs, bishop sacrifice, knight recaptures, sacrifice, takes it, sacrifice, takes it, and bishop promotion. And finally, there is a mate. Yeah, this is a little bit long, but it's also useful. Okay, this time, this is a complete checkmate problems. But it's not just a problem, but also that's a very useful one. But if this were a real situation, some people might go for this because they might think it makes sense to trap the king and think later, right? But it's not strong enough, and if there is a mate, you have to checkmate the king. And instead of the drop, you can sacrifice the knight. If he runs this way, there is a mate like this. So he has to take it, and now you are successfully creating one extra space right here. Then you can drop it on 3-3. He runs, and thanks to this free square, you can sacrifice the silver to lure the king into the danger zone. Then pawn advances. Then he is going to be eventually checkmated. So please remember, it's a good idea to create extra space on the edge so your edge pawn can advance for backup. Alright, that's all. I used to hate Tower Mino because I had no idea how to attack this. But once I discovered specific techniques and strategies, there was no fear. And these tactics can turn your fear into a pleasure, as well as what I talked about in the previous video. I hope you enjoyed this, and thanks for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye.